This is exactly right.
When a charming neurosurgeon rode into Frontier Town selling a persona of confidence and care, patients trusted him.
He wore cowboy boots in the operating room and became sought after by patients.
He promised to heal them. Instead, he left a trail of broken bodies.
This is a story of greed, betrayal, and a fight for justice.
Listen to Dr. Death, the Cowboy, wherever you get your podcasts, or binge the entire series right now, only with Audible. Goodbye.
Sometimes the hardest part of therapy is just getting started.
For real, which is why having help that's flexible, accessible, and easy to fit into your life matters.
And that's exactly what Talkspace is designed for.
Talkspace therapy and psychiatry is covered by most insurers, and most insured members pay a copay of $0.
Part of the mission of Talkspace is to provide quality care that is accessible and affordable, whether or not you're insured.
Talkspace has really made it just a kind of no-brainer to try therapy. If you're nervous about talking to someone, if you're nervous about the money, if you're nervous about leaving the house, you don't have to deal with any of that. They have covered it. And for me, like, that is best way to get into therapy. Take all the what ifs out.
You know you got to do it.
You know you do.
As a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off of your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/MFM and enter promo code SPACE80.
That's SPACE80. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/MFM and enter promo code SPACE80. Goodbye.
New beginnings are exciting, especially when they come with 4 wheels.
If you're shopping for your next car, start your search with Cars.com.
Cars.com has the tools and expert advice to help you find exactly what you're looking for.
With more than 2 million new and used vehicles nationwide, it's easy to search, compare, and find the right fit for you.
Cars.com is there when you're dreaming, planning, or ready to embrace the new.
Start your search with Cars.com.
Where to next?
Goodbye.
Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to My Favorite Murder, the Minisode.
This is where we read your crazy, funny stories back to you.
This is the easy one.
This is easy for us.
God, we love this one.
Ugh, let's get to it.
Damn it.
You go first.
Okay. Then I'll read the one that says...
What just happened? You had your pen out and
I had it
circled
already.
shit
This happens every time.
Everything was ready.
I have a problem with spatial organization. The subject line of this one is, that time I accidentally did cocaine for the FBI. Hey, y'all.
Love it already.
Perfect. All of it's perfect. It's an early Friday afternoon, and our chief, she's fucking in it.
She's like, look.
She knows we don't want anything else.
Mm-mm.
It's an early Friday afternoon, and our unit chief gets a call that a high-priority piece of evidence is being flown down to us on the FBI jet.
Fun.
Apparently, a plane that landed at Boston's Logan Airport was subjected to a TSA dog search team for explosives, and one of the dogs sat when he walked by the plane's bathroom, meaning that he had sniffed out explosives.
Good boy or girl.
The handlers did some digging around and found white powder hidden in one of the compartments near the toilet. They freaked out that the dog had found explosives, contacted the FBI for help, and got the case started. Fade back to me in Quantico, Virginia. Oh, this is an email from Clarice Starling. Fade back to me in Quantico, Virginia, the newest chemist in the Forensic Laboratory Explosives Unit.
Oh my God.
Loving it.
Day one.
I'm Miss Eager Beaver, wanting to fight crime and do my part to save the world.
Amen.
Meanwhile, all my seasoned, in parentheses, maybe jaded, coworkers look at their watches, see that it's 3:00 on a Friday afternoon, dump the assignment on the new girl, and get in later days out of there. I open the box and find a large block of packed white powder. Right off the bat, I think this is kind of strange because the field agent mentioned that they thought it was an explosive called PETN. Those are all capital letters.
Okay.
PETN.
Peton.
Pete. It's not Peyton Manning's.
Did you just make that up?
I made it up and I did it like,
wow.
That's what you do, but you do it like really fast and conversationally.
I'm impressed.
I just struggled like a drowning man to find Peyton Manning.
But we're getting there. We're getting somewhere.
It's not common to find large blocks of piton. Per standard protocol, I weigh the material and record it in my evidence book, 500 grams. The first chemical test I do is called the burn test. You take a small amount of suspected explosive in a little metal spoon and you hold a lighter underneath. And if the substance is an explosive or other accelerant,
That's also how you smoke meth.
right? It will burn. So if it's an explosive or an accelerant, it'll burn. If it doesn't burn, it means it's not an accelerant or it's mixed with some kind of stabilizer. When I hold the lighter up to this stuff and it doesn't burn, it kind of melts. Then it bubbles a little bit. You can probably see where I'm headed here. Slightly confused by that result, I take a small amount of powder over to one of our super fancy test machines called an ATR. For about a minute, I'm waiting while the computer does its magic, waiting. Then the results come back. 99.99% positive match for cocaine.
That's pure shit.
Right? Yes, that's right. I had just freebased cocaine in a lab at the FBI.
Oh my God.
And now I'm all alone with half a kilo of cocaine.
Oh my God.
On a Friday afternoon, newbie in the group, not knowing what to do. Luckily, I managed to track down a chemist in the drug unit down the hall and fill him in on the details. He takes some of the powder and performs a chemical color test, confirms that it is indeed cocaine, and locks it in the drug safe. The icing on the cake is that while he was doing the color test, I noticed that my lips were feeling numb.
Oh my God.
Apparently a side effect of freebasing cocaine.
That's like the purest cocaine too.
Yeah. Oh, but I don't know if that meant that was the purity or if it was the match.
Shut up. I get it.
But I love your dream of totally pure cocaine, like straight out of the tree.
Yeah.
From Colombia.
That's my thoughts.
Pulled fresh from the ground in Colombia. I called the agents in Boston to fill them in on my results, and guess what? Their explosive sniffing dog was newly trained after a former career as, you guessed it, a drug sniffing dog.
Bad boy.
Moral of the story, dogs may be really fucking smart, but they definitely aren't specific. Anyway, the following Monday, I had to fill out a statement about what happened just in case I got sent for a random drug test.
Oh my God.
Needless to say, my coworkers had a lot of fun at my expense for quite some time after that. Thanks so much for reading my story. Stay sexy, don't get murdered, and don't freebase unknown white powders. Lydia.
Oh, Lydia, that's fucking cool.
That's good shit.
You're cool.
That's that good, pure shit that she just sent us.
Yeah, she sent us that 99.9%.
We just rubbed that shit on our gums. Thanks, Lydia.
Okay. This is called Great Great Grandma's Deathbed Confession.
Yes.
Hey guys. I was recently having a text conversation with my mom when out of nowhere she texts, "You know, your great great grandma confessed on her deathbed that she poisoned her hubby." To which I replied, "What? Tell me everything." Her husband, whose nickname was Blackjack, was always spending all their money on his vices, cheating on her, and coming home at 2 a.m. drunk off his rocker. He would demand that she get up and make him something to eat upon his return every morning. And being a dutiful wife of the 1940s, she would get up and feed him. Afterwards...
This is before Del Taco.
I know, right? Yeah. Which, by the way, Vince has already offered to bring me home tonight.
Oh, you got to.
Is he poisoning me, though?
No, he's loving you.
Okay. Afterwards, he would pass out on the kitchen floor and she would go back to bed. They also had 2 young children. He was never around, and when he was always drunk. So one morning he came home around 3 a.m. smelling of woman's perfume and lipstick smears on his face, reeked of cigars and alcohol. Ooh, cigars. And it's been his entire paycheck that he received that afternoon.
Dude.
I know. Like, can you be a more typical fucking... He once again demanded that she get up and cook him some food. So she got up, cooked him a meal like he wanted, and added a special ingredient called poison.
Shit.
When he passed out on the kitchen floor, she just left him there. The next morning, she called the police and an ambulance claiming she had found him dead in the kitchen. Since Blackjack had a notoriously bad reputation around town and forensics wasn't a thing yet, they just assumed he died of his vices. My great-great-grandmother never remarried, and being the devout Catholic she was, spent her entire life praying for forgiveness, but never confessed until she lay dying at age 97.
Shit.
I'm 42 years old and my mother just told me the story. I wonder what other juicy secrets my mother's keeping from me. My investigation is ongoing. SSDGM, Mandy.
Yes, Mandy.
Oh my God.
I love that, like, well, it's also just, we sit on this show telling horrible stories that we have the exact opposite feeling of.
Yeah.
And then you get one story that it's like, that was my great-great-grandmother. And you're like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
we got it.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
You got away with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Your turn.
Ready?
What if you read the same one over again?
I'm like, I can't do papers anymore. I don't know why. This subject line is garbage men are first responders too.
Ooh.
Yep. Hey, my mom grew up in the Bronx and was in the second grade during the mid 60s. And like every other 7-year-old, she was walking home the few blocks to go home for lunch alone.
Oh my God.
Why was she walking alone in the Bronx? Why were the Catholic school nuns allowing her to go home for lunch? My mind is blown at how trusting the world was. Is it
Trusting or stupid?
or just didn't give a single shit about children?
Yeah.
Giving a shit about children, we've said it before, is very new.
Yeah.
It's from the 80s.
Yeah.
And it's just because they figured out they could make money off of us because of Pac-Man. The reason this is probably frowned upon today is because of that bad shit, the bad shit that happened when children were allowed to do these things. Cue potential kidnapper. As my mom was walking, an older kid grabbed her by the arm and said, "You're coming with me." In retrospect, my mom thinks this kid was probably only about an 8th grade boy, but at the time, he seemed like the most terrifying man on earth. As the boy begins to lead her away, she's 7 years old.
I know.
My mom is in shock, crying, resisting the boy. Next sentence is all caps. Well, who should save the day other than the local garbage man? Out on his daily duties. The man saw my mother in distress and approached both her and the boy. When asked what was wrong, the boy quickly jumped in and said that this was his little sister and she was just being difficult. But the garbage man, all caps again, but garbage man saw past his lies.
Yes, garbage man.
Seriously.
Sanitation worker.
This guy, this was back in the 60s, so they were still called garbage men. That's probably how the mom told the story.
Right.
Seriously, this guy must have been a clever as fuck, because his response was, "I'd like each of you to whisper your last name into my ear right now."
Which could seem creepy, but it's not, because he's saving the day.
That's exactly right. It can't go in every direction at all times.
Yeah, but my brain does.
When the boy would only respond with, "It's the same as hers," and refused to give up the last name, the garbage man somehow convinced the boy it was in his best interest to leave my mother alone right away, and he did. The garbage man made sure my mom made it home safely. Was it really safer to trade an 8th grade boy out for an unknown man? Not sure. But in this case, he is the hero. So they did it too. It's not just you, Georgia.
I love it.
My mom doesn't remember much other than being so scared she literally pissed her pants, and that her mother showed very little mercy and actually made her walk back to school after lunch. Again, what the fuck is this world? However, her respect for garbage men remains to this day, and she has been sure to instill the same respect in me as well. You never know when your garbage man, or what did you say? Sanitation worker. May become your first responder. You know, that's fucking true, because sanitation workers are out on the street early in the morning.
Eyes and ears.
I bet it fucking happens all the time.
I bet.
Eyes and ears. Love the show. You guys make me look like an idiot as I laugh out loud at how relatable you are while I'm driving my car. Stay sexy, don't get murdered, and be nice to your garbage man, Jackie.
Jackie, you made us laugh out loud.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Good job.
Also, I love that maybe that's the thing that people tell those stories, and the stories that don't get heard is back then, because children were out wandering. Yes, there were pervs and bad things happened, but also there were people who were paying attention.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice to hear one of those stories.
All the people who didn't get murdered.
Yeah. 100 didn't murder.
100%. This one's called "That Time an Escaped Murderer Got Loose in Our Town." Hello, both human and non-human acquaintances. Have I got a story for you? When I was a sophomore in high school, we got put on lockdown. It turns out that a convicted murderer broke out of a vehicle that was transporting him from prison to an airport nearby.
That's the movie The Fugitive.
Oh, shit. The prisoner was Derek Capozzi, who was convicted in 2005 for assisting in the murder and then chopping up Aislinn Aislinn Silva in Massachusetts after the gang was worried she would cooperate with authorities. I think this is like a hitman thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're thinking?
No.
Good.
I thought this was similar to one you read. Remember where the girl goes to court with her reporter boyfriend and then is bored? And then that's the thing, but it's probably not the same.
Somehow he unlocked the back of the van, got out of his shackles, hopped out, and hid. Now, rural Kentucky is not equipped to handle the fuckery of an ex-mafia/drug gang escapee. We didn't go to school for a few days, but our entertainment was watching the news, reporting on new sightings. I shit you not, this one guy saw him and thought he was just a really big muskrat. Question mark. I can't find the clip, but it was incredible. Someone please fucking tweet that to us. After 3 days, they hadn't caught him, so they assumed he was gone, and we returned to school. When they did finally catch him, he was found in a dentist's office before they had opened. It was literally across the street from my high school.
Whoa.
They checked the computer he was on in the office, and his history consisted of Google Maps and porn. Stay sexy and don't move to a rural town near an airport, Nicole.
Whoa.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
You know your favorite summer clothes by what actually makes it into your suitcase.
Find the outfits you'll wear all season long at Quince.
Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces you'll reach for all summer long. They're lightweight, effortless to style, and they start at just $32.
Their denim is soft and comfortable, and their organic cotton sweaters are perfect for layering when evenings get cold.
Quince's beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry adds a subtle finishing touch.
So I just went to Italy, and you bet I brought my 100% European linen scoop neck midi dress along with me in the color of floral waterfall, and I wore that thing all over Italy. It was like the perfect day to night. It just looked so pretty, and I felt like I looked sophisticated while still being comfortable.
Make your summer wardrobe feel easier.
Head to quince.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Go to QUINCE.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Every piece of furniture you own has a story.
Sometimes it's an heirloom, and sometimes it came with the house because it was too heavy to move.
If you're ready to start a new chapter with your home decor, there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time.
We've talked about Article for a long time. There are pieces in that catalog that are so affordable that are room changers. And if you go through there and there's like a little something you don't even realize you need it until you see how they have stuff set up or what style combinations that they're doing, where they do the boho chic, there's mid-century, it's a little bit modern, it's something new. Like there's so many choices in there, and it's not going to break the bank.
As someone who's interested in tons of different styles and time periods, Article covers them all in one place. I love that.
I know I've mentioned already how much I love my entryway table, but I swear to God, because the path that it's on, I pass it 4 times a day, and I love it more every time.
Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye. This last one is actually, if you all remember from, it isn't that long ago, I don't think. But
last week's Ireland show.
Okay. The live show we posted would be last week.
Yeah.
And I did the Stony Baton Strangler, which is also known as Billy and the Bowl.
Right. So
we got an email, subject line Billy and the Bowl, from one Bobby Ahern, who I was corrected on the pronunciation of that. But I talked about him because I learned most of the story of Billy and the Bull and the Stony Mountain Strangler from this guy who just tells stories. He tells local Dublin stories on a video series on YouTube, and he's a charming, lovely man.
I love it.
Here's the email. Hi, Karen and Georgia. This is Bobby Ahern from Dublin, whose video you cited in your discussion.
I wish he had recorded this because I bet his fucking accent's so good, right?
It's the best. Well, you can look at it. You can look him up on YouTube.
Okay.
But it's really like this, it's really like that. Did I say Stony Batten? It's Stony Batter. This is Bobby Ahern from Dublin, whose video you cited in your discussion of the Stony Batter Strangler. I was very excited when I heard that you had been yapping about Billy. That is the perfect word for it. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoyed finally getting to hear it yesterday. Oh my God, he heard it. I actually have a book that I wrote about Billy and a ton of other interesting characters from Dublin history. Then he does a live link. But here, if you want to look up his book, I would recommend it. He's a very interesting person to listen to talk to. So I bet reading his words would be good too. It's https:// Bobby Ahern, which is BobbyAhern.com/my-book.
Okay.
The majority of them are not murders. And then in parentheses, all caps. Sorry.
Sorry.
But I'd love to get a couple copies to you. Yes. As a thank you for the mention. If you think you'd be into that, hit me with an address and I'll send them on over. Smiley face. Cheers, Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
I love that.
I love when people we mention on the podcast don't get mad at us.
I know. And also, and we've talked about this before, I always forget it's going to be released to the public. And then all those people, like I've had friends who go, ever since you mentioned me on the podcast, like people keep talking about it. Like Paul Danke, when I was like, Paul Danke's going to come to the Halloween show. And then he texted me that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I have no memory of what you're talking about. And then he had to tell me what the context was. We didn't know
this was going to be a thing. We still don't know it's a thing. We're
trying to get it wrapped. Our brains wrapped around
what for? We think we're just talking to our friends because we are.
That's
it just
right.
Turns out there's a lot of you.
Yeah, I think it's best to not really take it in.
I agree.
But I am going to stop saying lascivious things about professional investigators I see on television. That's never happening again. I will fucking assure you.
I think that it was a positive outcome, though.
Oh, good point. Yeah, but positive but embarrassing outcome.
Well, listen, you're fucking sacrificing yourself for the good of the holes.
I give it all for the holes.
Thanks for listening. Send your stories to myfavorittemurder@gmail.com.
I think it's a good idea if you have garbage man stories.
Oh, garbage.
I'm sorry.
Sanitation worker stories. If you're a sanitation worker and I want to know the crazy shit you found as a sanitation worker.
Yeah, we've asked for this once before, haven't we?
Well, I didn't. My needs weren't met. So clearly there's no sanitation workers listening to this because they have fucking hard jobs. And when they get done, they don't want to listen to stupid women. What was it? Yapping?
But I would argue, and if you know a sanitation worker that you can make this argument to, what better to go along with the grinding noise of your dump truck crushing garbage in the back than a couple of gals with vocal fry yapping.
100%.
And they might like it.
That's exactly right. Goodbye. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Stay sexy.
Don't get murdered.
Goodbye. Now we say goodbye.
Elvis, want a cookie? Ooh,
wow.
Good boy.
If audiobooks are your thing, or if you've been meaning to listen to more of them, you should check out a podcast called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode spotlights standout audiobooks on Audible across all kinds of genres: sci-fi, comedy, romance, thrillers, and more, with Cal talking to guests who help break down what makes each story worth listening to.
It's a fun, easy way to discover your next great audiobook.
Check out Earsay on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's U.S.-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but They don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.